Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's section, Hong Kong ESG Development, a gateway for global talent. My name is Jocelyn from People Bank. Thank you for joining me. Today, we are exploring a major transformative happening in Asia business landscape, and that is Hong Kong. Hong Kong is turning into a major global hub for sustainability and ESG. For global professionals, this is no longer just a compliance trend. It's a massive career gateway. So, what are we covering today? We are going to break down this landscape and look at exactly why Hong Kong's green ecosystem is booming so fast. We will map out the big talent shortages that go way beyond traditional finance, and I will share the practical steps, certifications, and career pathways that will help you break into this rewarding market and really stand out. Let's start with the market reality. Hong Kong is now firmly positioned as Asia's leading hub for green and sustainable finance. The government has set a big, ambitious blueprint to reach carbon neutrality by 2050 and to fund this massive transition. Hong Kong is leveraging its strength as an international financial center. Because of that, we see billions of dollars unfolding directly through green bonds, sustainable funds, and carbon trading platforms here. But honestly, money is only half the story. The real engine driving this huge demand for talent is the regulation. The Hong Kong ES has actually introduced some of the most comprehensive ESG disclosure rules in the world. Listed companies are now mandated to provide detailed climate-related disclosures that closely align with international frameworks, such as the ISSB, the International Sustainability Standards Board. Specifically, Hong Kong is adopting the IFRS S1 and S2 standards. Think of S1 as the general framework for handling social and governance risk. S2 focuses entirely on the climate side, requiring companies to track their physical environmental risk and their exact carbon footprint. This means companies must publicly report on their governance, their actual transition strategies, and their climate resilience matrix. So, what does this actually mean for day-to-day business operations? It means ESG is no longer just a voluntary marketing project. It's now a must-have legal and financial checklist. If a business fails to report its carbon emissions, especially Scope 3, supply chain emissions, handle climate risk, or show board diversity, it's going to face serious regulatory penalties and investor backlash. As a direct result, every major corporation, bank, asset manager, and supply chain network in Hong Kong is rushing to build dedicated sustainability teams just to stay ahead of these rules. As we look at this surging market demand, you may wonder, why can't Hong Kong companies simply fill these roles with local talent? The reality is that Hong Kong is facing a unique structural talent gap. Most professionals in the city have phenomenal world-class backgrounds in traditional finance, banking, or corporate accounting. However, Not many professionals have yet developed the ability to bridge traditional financial expertise with climate metrics, carbon accountings, and increasingly complex sustainability disclosure requirements. As a result, many companies in Hong Kong are facing a significant talent gap. They all have the funding, the hiring demand, and growing pressure to meet Hong Kong EX requirements. But finding people with right combination of finance, sustainability, and regulatory knowledge remains a challenge. This is why employers are increasingly looking beyond local talent pools. They are welcoming international candidates who can bring specialized expertise, global perspectives, and practical experience to help organizations navigate the transition to a more sustainable and compliance future. A lot of people think that ESG in Hong Kong is only about traditional banking, finance, or accounting. Now, while sustainable finance is definitely huge, the actual talent shortage covers a whole range of anti-disciplinary, non-traditional roles. Employers are looking far beyond the usual finance background. So let's look at three critical areas where demand is heavily exceeding supply. First, data and analytics. ESG reporting is all about accurate, auditable data. Companies can no longer get away with generic quantitative statements. They need data analysts, climate risk modelers, and ESG software engineer who can build robust tracking systems from scratch. These professionals have to be able to measure greenhouse gas emissions, track supply chain risk, and handle massive volume of environmental data. Put it simple, if you can write code, manage complex database, and apply these skills to climate metrics, you are in extremely high demand right now. Second, legal and compliance. As the Hong Kong EX and other global regulatory bodies tighten their regulations, compliance risk escalates. Organizations desperately need ESG compliance officers, legal counsel, and corporate governance advisors who can interpret evolving green regulations, prevent anti-greenwashing lawsuits, and draft comprehensive corporate governance frameworks. Corporate secretarial and legal roles with an ESG specialization are seeing some of the fastest salary growth in the city. Third, environmental and engineering science. At the end of the day, someone has to implement the physical changes needed to hit net zero targets. Hong Kong companies are actively hiring sustainability managers, energy auditors, carbon accountants, and green building engineers. These are the specialists who evaluate building energy efficiency under local green codes, manage waste reduction, and oversee actual decarbonization projects on the ground. Knowing how high the demand is, how do you step into this space or make your profile stand out as a global candidate? The key is bridging your existing professional experience with recognized high impact sustainability credentials. On the technical side, globally recognized certifications are highly valued in Hong Kong. Two of the top credentials you may consider. First one is the certificate in ESG investing, which is from CFA Institute. And the other one is certified ESG analyst, credential from European Federation of Financial Analyst Societies. This certification is particularly attractive because it's high level of recognition by Hong Kong financial authorizations. Getting this qualification shows local employers that you have the practical tools to integrate complex ESG factors directly into corporate analysis and decision making. However, as you build your technical credentials, please do not underestimate the power of soft skills. ESG roles are fundamentally cost functional and require healthy stakeholder management. As regulatory oversight tightens, the pressure on corporations escalates. You will frequently find yourself needing to convince traditional C suite executives to rethink their business models. So, strong cross departmental communication, change management, empathy, and creative problem solving skills. That's all the skills to bridging the gap between technical data and corporate execution. To wrap up, Hong Kong's ESG market is fast moving, high regulated, and starving for global talent across tech, law, science, and corporate strategy. The financial infrastructure is ready, the capital is here, and the regulatory pressure ensures that these roles offer long term recession proof job security. The next step are very clear. Take the time to upskill with relevant certifications and adapt your current transferable skill to the sustainability context. If you are interested in exploring career opportunities in Hong Kong, be sure to visit the Hong Kong Talent Engage Global Online Career Fair. You can browse job openings and engage in live chats with Hong Kong employers. Thank you for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you succeed in Hong Kong's green economy.